Kid, breakfast is ready. She respectfully seats her own biological daughter on a chair, but says to her stepdaughter, you don't deserve to sit here. Sit on the floor. She throws the stepdaughter's food on the floor and says, now eat this. She then says, come on, son, it's time for school. Just then, the children's father meets his daughters and kisses both of them lovingly. He tells his wife, I'm getting late for work. Drop them off at school. And then he leaves. The woman seats her own daughter respectfully in the car, but tells the stepdaughter, you will walk. The girl says, I'll be late. To which she replies, I don't care. You will walk, understand? The poor girl leaves sadly. Later, the two sisters start fighting over a toy. The stepdaughter pushes the other girl and takes the toy. At that moment, the mother arrives and says, that toy belongs to my daughter. I was just letting her play with it. Just then, their father arrives and says, why are you always yelling at my daughter? Both children have the same toys. Why do you keep scolding her? The woman replies, I don't care. This toy is my daughter's. Come on, son, I'll buy you new toys. A little while later, the woman gives juice to her own daughter. The stepdaughter says, Auntie, where is my juice? She replies, I'll bring your juice right now. Instead, she comes back with a broom for the stepdaughter. The girl says, Auntie, the whole house is already clean. The woman throws her tea on the floor and says, I want this cleaned before your father comes back. The poor girl begins cleaning. The stepmother angrily mutters to herself, this girl has made my life miserable. I'll have to do something about her. The woman goes to the younger girl and says, I apologize for my behavior. Today, I'm going to take you to a very special place. The girl says, yes, Auntie, I know you're a very good person. The stepmother says, then let's go. She blindfolds the girl and takes her to a deserted place. Very good, child. Come with me. Count to 10. I'm going to give you a surprise. Then she leaves her there and goes away. When the girl takes off the blindfold, she becomes worried and says, where have I come? Where is my auntie? What will I do now? Just then, a kind-hearted man comes running to her and says, where did your stepmother go after leaving you here? The girl says, she told me she was going to take me to a special place and then she left me here. He says, don't worry, child. Your mother is not coming back. I know your father, and I'll take you home. Good afternoon. Where is my daughter? His wife says, I left her at her friend's house. The man asks, which friend's house? You know she doesn't like staying at strangers' homes. The wife says, she went to her classmate's house. He says, I've told you many times not to leave my daughter alone. Be careful next time. A little while later, the kind-hearted man arrives at their house with the girl and tells the father how the stepmother abandoned her in a deserted place. The father says, how is this possible? Child, you tell me, is this true? The girl says, what he's saying is true. Auntie told me she was going to take me to a special place, but she left me alone there. The father calls his wife and says, what have you done to my daughter? The wife lies and says, she went to her classmate's house to do homework. The kind man says, she's lying. The husband says, you're a liar. How could you be so cruel? That's enough. Get out of my house. Please like and subscribe to the channel.